problem is I imported it, but without the textures, and so I'm trying to follow this tutorial here, talking about, I don't even know, I'm just going to try to follow it. So I have to be in this file, and then I have to go to file, and then append, and then I have to figure out where my egg carton one is, which should be somewhere here. Have I saved it yet? I don't even know. Blends, what's today's date? The 6/21, so 6/21. 22. So let me add that, and then at this point, I believe that's where I left off.
And you click on the blend file, you're going to see these options come up here. And they're all very self-explanatory, so textures, and then objects and mesh. So if you click on the objects, that's going to be anything like lights, empties, meshes. If you specifically just want a mesh, you can go ahead and just click on mesh, and you can see here we have that cube there. But I'm just going to go to the object here, and I can see here I have my blue cube here, so I'm going to click on a blue cube, and here I can see I have actually imported that cube here with the name and the material and everything brought over.
Okay, cool. So maybe this would work. So mesh. I don't know what's what though, because I didn't name the stuff, so that's great. So let me go back to my Blender file in the egg carton. I tried getting this earlier. Hold on. Alright, so delete, let me go to solid view, and then let me just go here. So let me go to the outliner, which is up here, and I'll do eggs. Shift D G X. Alright, this is the carton? What? Oh, okay. So the box, and then I don't know what to call this, the flip thingy. What is it though? Maybe we don't need that. I mean, how does it look like? I mean, do we really need that? No, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alright, so then Control S, right, to save it, and then go back to the other Blender file, and then just reload, and then we should have names here. And we still don't, like, what the heck. Okay, object, okay, here we go. So object, and I have a box here, and then, what's the other thing? The box, and then the eggs. What? Honey, I just want, okay, I guess I'll do it individually. Okay, so here we go. And then, oh yeah, the texture is definitely there too, I think. I can't even tell, honestly. We go solid view. Material preview. But it's not there though, unless it's... Is that the texture? Yeah, definitely I can see the texture versus here I can't. Okay, perfect. The texture's there. And then I'll do the same, so file, append. And then I'll go to the eggs and append those, and then those should pop up right there. Which I think works pretty well. Alright, which is better than what I had done here. So see, now you can see the textures. Okay, so that's one thing that I learned today. Good. So I have to definitely reference this. I have to reference, you know what, instead of, this is like doing an annotated bibliography for a research paper. Like, you have to do it as you're doing it, because if you leave it to the end, you're gonna cry. So let me just cite all of my sources as I go, so that I don't have to do it all at the end. Today's day 134. Today's date is the 21st, right? Yeah. Okay, so let me just I'm just gonna link them at this point. So I'm just gonna, this one was super helpful. At this point, I don't even use the materials in the nodes anymore because it's just such a hassle. I'm just gonna link them in its own page. This one was so useful also. And then definitely. Alright, and then this is the presentation. Okay, let me just close out of these real quick. Okay, so I have them here. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to delete the one that I have here. I'm just going to press X to delete. X to delete. And then again, X to delete. And then X to delete. What is this? X to delete. And there's another one that's great. X to delete. Okay, one more thing though. I would like to add my shortcuts because I don't have them. I installed a new version of Blender and I deleted my shortcuts. So how do I do this again? Okay, I go to edit preferences. Hello. Edit preferences. And then let me see if I have. How do I think I install it and then I try to figure out where in the world it is. I honestly have no idea. Maybe it's in Blender, shortcuts, right here. Why is VS Code in here? No, I don't think this is it. Hold on. Blender key shortcuts. Add-on. Can I just... It's over here, right? Oh, maybe it is this one, but I just don't know why I have VS Code. You know, okay, I'll just install it maybe, I guess. Just install add-on. What the? Literally, what does it want me to do? I don't know what it wants me to do. What do I download? Okay, so VS Code. Download the shortcut. Download? But then how do I... See, it's the same thing. So, like, how do I... Okay, whatever. So I'm just gonna move this to desktop. Okay, and then... Add-ons on the right side of the window, click install. That's what I did I not? Desktop. Where is it? Install add-on. Really? Do I have to install all of them? Yo, I'm so... this is irritating me so bad right now. From file, button top right corner. Okay, so maybe that's the problem. So install... So, what? Install... From file... What? Oh, that's why I couldn't see this stuff. Okay, desktop. I'm so confused. What? I did this before, so why can't I do it again? Someone tell me because I would love to know. Add-ons on the right side of that window, click on install button and pop-up window navigate to where you downloaded the shortcut, read blah 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 file, select it and click install add-on from file. Okay. Select it, install. I don't see no install add-on from file. Item. What? Add-on. Rename, new folder, blah blah blah. I don't see that option. Why? Why? What the? Let me just watch a video. Installing shortcut V. What's it called again? VUR. Blender. That's not how you spell Blender. When will I ever learn how to spell? Screencast keys and shortcut VUI.
This is
The title of today's
Wine also review is zip file. Edit Preferences. Find the tab for add-ons on the left side. Click Install button on
This is
the
literally
top.
what I did.
Select the screencast keys
What?
zip file.
The file, not folder? I didn't see that. Hold on. Where is it? Desktop? Shortcut? Screencast? Girl, I don't see that. Tell me where. Tell me where. Okay, someone better, like, tell me because I'm lost right now. Screencast. I don't see a screencast. What the heck? Screencast. So is it the SCVUR? Dot zip. This is so annoying. SCV panel. SCV type. SCV off. Is this a literal joke right now? I'm gonna cry. I don't have to do this right now.
Click Install add-ons from
That literally
File.
doesn't pop up.
Scroll to the installed add-on System Screencast keys.
What?
Enable this add-on by tick the box. Here online Keysen 3.0. Otherwise, it won't work in Blender 2.8. Click
Screencast.zip. Okay. What the? I'm literally so irritated right now. Like what? Oh my god. Like how that I had it already basically is what it's saying. Wait, was I even on this file? Is this my file? I'm so confused. Where is my oh it's there, okay. File, no, it's edit, preferences, add-ons, install. Apparently I have it somewhere in downloads. Are you kidding me? This is a joke, right? I cannot do this anymore. Desktop, like bro, what? Right, so I'll just put that there then. Okay, and then go to Blender and go to desktop and just install add-on. Oh my god, why? Why doesn't this work? Screencast keys. So which one do I download? this one? That's the class. Why? Why does this happen to me? I don't understand. This is so sad. Click install button. It literally doesn't let me.
So fat. Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt. Look at Nate. His true classic.
Oh my god, I'm done. I don't see no zip file. Okay, this is ridiculous because I've done this before like 3 times. How come I'm having a hard time now? What's wrong with me? This is so sad. Download the shortcut. Yeah, where is it? .zip, but it's not even, it's not working, bro. Is it this one? Is it this one? Are you serious? Are you actually serious right now? Is this a mental joke? I'm literally so irritated. Like, what? No, because it just appeared out of nowhere. I'm telling you. That wasn't there before. It wasn't there before. How are you gonna tell me? Okay, let me just go to my recent downloads so that I could literally delete everything. Because I think I just put 5,000 files in my computer right now. Okay, delete, 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 delete. Let me delete these and download those. Delete that one. Delete this. I have these already. Okay, go to recycling bin and empty this. Okay, get out of here. I'm also going to delete this. Alright, so now I go to this link, so let me save it, right? And I need this one. Put that in here. There's a lot going on today. It's not a video. It's literally a shortcut. Alright, and then I do that, I download zip, right? And then I go to Blender and I go to edit preferences. I already have it, but just in case, it's this one, shortcut blah 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 zip, install add-on, right? And then I can turn it on, and then it'll show up right there. Thank God. Oh my God, it took 5 hours. And then I can get that by just pressing in. Alright, start thingy. I always keep it white. And I always keep it to the right. Should I change it to the left? Maybe. I think that looks nice. I always keep it to the right, but whatever. Alright, so now that I have that, let's continue. Literally 5 hours. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'm selecting everything, right? And I'm just going to do GY to move it towards the left, or move it towards the green axis, which is the Y axis. And then I'm going to go to Object Data Properties and rotate it on the Z axis by 90 degrees, and then rotate the egg carton by 90 degrees, and then that should happen. And then I'm just going to shift, select the eggs in the box, scale it all the way down, GX to move a little bit to the center, GY to move it over here. Alright, so at this point in time, and this is where I'm a little questioning, like I don't know if I want it to be like a render, because I have, where's my whiteboard? Alright, so the idea is to have something like this, like an image that shows, maybe I should just do like a, hold on, where's my browser thing? So the first one could be like, insert text. It's like, what is a mole? Question mark. What is a mole? Okay, whatever. And then I can have like, something like this. Copy that. Go back here, delete this, paste that in there. Alright, and then I can have like a slide like this, right? And then it's like, alright, like 12 eggs equals, like I don't know if I want it to be an animation or it's gonna take a long time. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it as like an image render, and then I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't even need the carton. Maybe I just need the eggs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change that up. No, maybe I do want the milk carton. But I want things to be simple. I don't know. And now I think I am gonna do it. Okay, yeah, I have an idea. Okay, so instead of this, so I'm just gonna shifty everything, GX, move it a little bit towards the back. Alright, and then just select everything again and just delete the whole heckin' thing. Oh wait, no. Just this. And this, and this, and then also this, and then also this, and this too. Okay, great. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of do Shift D, G, X for the backdrop, put it over here. Maybe object set origin, geometry to origin, so it's in the middle, I guess, whatever. Anyway, let me think. So I'm just gonna go over here, right? Let me just go here. Just gonna do Shift D, just move that over here. G, Z to move it upwards. G, X to move it over here. I kind of just need one egg at this point, which is kind of bad of me because I don't know how to do that. I mean, I knew how to multiply the eggs, but how do I get one egg? Do I just... Don't tell me the array modifiers. What? I thought I applied it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so I have one egg, right? And then what I'm going to do... Oh, you know what I should have done? Yeah, I should have just done the array modifier, but differently. So I'll do 6, right? And then I'll just do it on the Z to be 1, and then 0. Wait, no. Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, 1 on the X, and then 0, and then I'll do another array modifier, and then this time I'll do 1 for the Z, so it's below it. Or above it, whatever. And then let there be some space between. No. Some space between. There we go. So those are our 12 eggs, and then possibly I could do some space between here too. Maybe not like that, maybe 1.2. That sounds better, or looks better, I guess. So these are eggs. I think that's better than what I was, or it's much more simpler. So let me scale it all the way up, and then do G, Y. Okay, I could have done that. And then, let me see, front view. Well, at this point, let me just take this and rotate it. Nope. 90 degrees. No, I want it to be the other way. So 270. There we go. Because that's front view, right? No. Yes? Yes. Okay. And then rotate this. Nope. 180. Okay, there we go. It's front view, and I'm just going to do G, Y, turn it back, GX, move it to the left, GX, turn to the left, GY, over here. Alright, so that's happening, that's the 12 eggs, and then I'm going to do, let me think, I'm going to do, let's see, like a UV sphere, so Shift A, UV sphere, and then I'll make G, Z, and then G, whatever, and then G, Z, a little bit down, and then I'll just do the same thing. I also want them to be in the same Z position, so let me get that, and then let me get the Y position. There we go. Alright, so now it's set up. Same. Now I'm gonna go to modifiers, add modifier array. I'll do 6. And then space in between. So what did I say? 1.2? Is that what I said? 1.2. And then that's fine, and then I'll add another array modifier, and this time it's 6 also, but then it's actually on the z-axis, and then nothing on there. What the? What? I'm so confused. And then some space in between, so maybe 1.2. What did I say? 1, 2? 2. But it's not the same. So what's the difference? 2, right? And then why is it not the same? Well, I guess it starts because of the mesh. That's weird. They're literally not in this. I'm so confused. Hold on, let me go to top view. They're not in the same position. Hold on. This one, if I go to here, the location, they need to be in the same. Why are they not working? They can't be in the same X location. Actually, they have to, but like not negative though. Maybe it's the Z location? What the? Why is it like that? Control A, apply scale maybe? I don't even know, I don't care. I'll just go back to top view by pressing the button under the escape key, and then just G, Y, moving it a little bit backwards like that. Alright, at this point in time, I'll also do G, Z, so it looks a little bit better that way. And then what I'll do is I'll go to array modifier and just make it, red. I'll also do shade smooth. Okay, so those are our atoms. Except that it's actually a lot more. So maybe instead of 6, I'll do maybe like 10. No. I'll do 6, right? But then I'll do like a lot of these, like 5. Or maybe not, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'll do it. And then I would change this to be maybe 1.2. G. But then I wanted to represent 6.0220 whatever. 6.0222 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. But I don't know, should I just I don't even know, honestly. Or maybe I can zoom in. So like I'll be like, okay, well 12 eggs represents a dozen, while 1 mole represents, just as a 1 mole represents 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. But how do I represent that visually? Because I need it, I don't know. Maybe I'll scale it down so that they won't know, and I'll just do like, what, 15? Or 30? 25? 20. And then I'll do 50? 30? Okay, something like that, right? Something that they could actually see. That it's a lot, basically. Alright, so I think that's that. So then I'll be like, okay, well, I'll do, actually, let me take this edge over here and then just do GY. Just do that this way, and then GY to extrude that. I don't know why it's like this. That is literally disgusting. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay. Let me just leave it as it is. Or I'll just do SY and then it should do that. Or it should do that. Can't even speak. Let me see. I could also do SX. Alright, so that's that. And then I could also probably just take this and then GC like that. So it looks like that. Alright. Alright, so if I go to front view, it should look like that. Okay. So, okay, I'll be like, okay, I can't even speak. Okay, so 12 eggs, just like a dozen, or just like 1 dozen represents 12 eggs. 1 mole represents 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna cry. I don't even know, honestly. Let me Control S this. Save that. Okay. Alright. I want the colors to match though. Let me see. It doesn't matter. Okay, so do I want to do the text here or do I want to do the text somewhere else? Let me do it here. So I'll do Shift A and I'll do text, and then I'll go to Object Data Properties and I'll just rotate it 90 degrees on the X and then just scale it all the way up. Why did it turn around? There we go. GZ to move it up. GX to move it to the left. GZ to move it a little bit down. S to scale down. GX to move it towards the middle. Tab to figure out what it says. So just like 1 dozen, what the, equals 12 eggs, and then back to tab, or I mean object mode, put that in there, and then go to front view, and then maybe, I think it looks good that way, G, X, GZ. Alright, so just like 1 dozen equals 12 eggs, and then I'll do Shift D, and then G, X here, and then I'll be like, okay, 1 mole maybe I should do capital letters. 1 mole equals 6.022 times 10 to the, how do I do exponents in Blender? 23rd, oh, I could just individually do that. Okay, I'll do it later. Atoms. Scale that down. No, you know what? I'd rather it be lowercase. That's 1 mole equals 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. Some space between that, and then scale that up. Or not. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, so Shift D again, and then tab, delete everything. Just write 23rd, and then just do, I'm gonna turn on snapping so it's easier for me. Just turn on vertex G and then just put that there. Scale it down by pressing S. G should apply right there. I think that's good. Maybe now turn off snapping by pressing Shift Tab and then doing G, X to a little bit to the right. I think that's good. And then maybe I'll go here and just add some space between that. Okay, I think that's nice. Right, so just as 1 dozen is equal to 12 eggs, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. Okay, great. Maybe I can scale this. Whoops. It has to have the same scale. And then just scale this one down, G, X to the right. Alright, and then scale this up, GZ, or maybe not. Scale it down, GZ, GX to the right. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, I don't really want something so to eat right now. Alright, so let me just go here and then get like a object data properties and go to font and then go to here and just go to Arial Black. And then go here and then go to font and then just go to Arial Black. And then go to here and go to font and go to Arial Black. And just do G, X again over here, maybe GZ a little bit towards, like, a little bit downwards. Alright, and then I think that's fine. Alright, so just as 1 dozen is equal to 12 eggs, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. I kid you not, I don't want to be doing this right now. Alright, it's not visually pleasing. Like, I do not like the way this looks. It's ugly. Let me do new surface, base color, turn all the way up. New Alright, let me see. Let me do Control S and then see how it looks like. Cycles. Okay, this sucks. Alright, so that's one part. So it could be like, why are moles useful? Okay, this goes to show the usefulness of moles because we can use them to comprehend how many atoms, the amount of atoms in, let's say, or just the amount of atoms in anything, in just about anything. We can use moles. This goes to show, so after I say this, I could be like, this goes to show how, this goes to show the usefulness of moles and how we can use them to comprehend the amount of atoms in anything. For example, we can ask ourselves how many atoms in 100 grams of water, or H2O. Okay, and that's how I'm going to transition. Okay. So that's one thing, right? And that's how I'm going to transition then. Let's see. It's not even the same thing. It's ridiculous. Alright, and then I'll transition to my scene over here. Oops. Which is this thing here. Probably should have made it a lot bigger. GX. GX. Alright, so it's here, right? All I need is to delete this. And then I just need this here. So I have the camera set up already and everything. Okay, is my liquid in there? The domain, is it in there? Yeah, it is. Alright, so at this point, I want to ask how many atoms, blah, blah, blah. So maybe I want to kind of like, if I go to the site, right, and I look at it, it's going to be like glass. But I want there to be like, we can be like, let's look at a cup of water, right? Like, for example, let's look at this beaker that has water in it. No. Water is made up out of, release, right? I can zoom into it, like I can do an animation that zooms into it, and then I can just be like, oh, that's hard though, because like, how do I go from a transition from like those atoms, no, like from pure water to, why? This sucks. Right now. Let me think. Alright, because I want to show that atoms in the water. But I don't know. How do I do that? How do I zoom into water and then there are atoms in the water? I could be like, how many atoms of hydrogen, or how many atoms of whatever. I don't even know at this point. I wanna cry. Okay, calm yourselves. Alright, think. You could do this. Alright, you go solid. I can zoom in. Or what I could do, I could show, okay, so I could be like, after this, right, so I'm gonna be like, as 1 dozen represents 12 eggs, 1 mole represents 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms, right? This goes to show the usefulness of moles because they help us comprehend the amount of atoms in anything. For example, if we take a look at the speaker with H2O, or water, we can ask ourselves how many atoms in 100 grams of H2O. Moles help us comprehend the amount of atoms, just like a dozen helps us comprehend the amount of eggs. And we can answer this question and I'll be like, okay, for example, let's take a look at the speaker with water, or H2O. We have 100 grams of water, and we want to ask ourselves how many atoms are there in 100 grams of H2O. But instead of how many atoms, because there's a lot of atoms, we can use moles to help us comprehend how many atoms there are. That's so repetitive, I don't even know. We can use moles to help us comprehend the amount of atoms there are, because it's a huge number, and moles kind of condenses things for us. So, in other words, we can ask how many moles of H2O are there in 100 grams. That doesn't make sense in 100 grams of water. How many moles in 100 grams of H2O? How many moles of H2O? That doesn't make sense. How many moles of... I give up, bro. Okay, no I don't. Alright, the first thing you want to do... Well, I'm really introducing the mole. Like, why do I have to go through the math? How many moles of H2O are there in 100 grams of H2O? Oh, giving grams to moles, right? So it's the same thing. Like, you have it in grams, but you want it in moles. Okay. So, I don't know how to explain the math part. I mean, I just do it, man. Like, you find a molar mass, and then you just plug it in, and then you just do the math, and then you get the answer. I just don't like the why behind it. Like, how do you explain, okay, you want to know how much of each atom there is, because each atom has a certain mass. And then knowing that, like, how much there is in, like, one set, like, compound of H2O, and then knowing that you have 100 grams of H2O, then you can use that conversion factor, right? So, like, okay, for 1 mole, there's 18 grams of H2O. Does that make sense? But why is it saying, well, for 1 mole, right, because 1 mole is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. So it's saying, okay, for 1 mole, there's 18 grams of H2O. So that's for, 18 grams. So yeah, so we're trying to figure out, okay, how many moles of H2O, right? Because for 1 mole, there's 18 grams, right? That's for one of them. So in 100 grams of H2O, okay, well, how many are there, right? That makes sense. So you do 100 divided by 18, and that gives you 5.6 moles of H2O. That makes sense, yeah, but like still. So then to get the number of atoms, but in reality, because 1 mole is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, whatever, atoms, right, you get the number of moles, and then you multiply times that number, Avogadro's number, and that gives you the actual amount of atoms. But that number is so big that it's really hard to comprehend, and so moles helps us actually comprehend a little bit better, knowing that we have 5.6 moles instead of saying, like, we have 1 billion, blah, 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 atoms, whatever. Anyway, I don't care. You know what? I love how I can repeatedly say how the video is going to go, yet I can't actually do it. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I got the idea down, but 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is gonna be crazy. And I already spent like, what, 2 hours on this? I can't do this. I can. In the name of Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna do this, okay? Even if I don't submit it, it's just for fun. Not really. I mean, it is, but like, it's for learning. Let me see. Oh, whatever. I'm so sick of everything right now. Okay, let me think. What do I do? Okay, what is a mole? I don't even know at this point. Okay. Alright. After that transition point, after I get that basic stuff down,